Welcome to another episode of Dan Frequently Asked Questions. In this case, we have a diver who asks about cuts because they handle things underwater and the risk of infection. Keep watching. I'm going to start with a general response. If you cut yourself underwater, please realize that seawater is anything but sterile. The bacteria that you get on land have counterparts that actually do live in the sea. The difference is that those that live in the briny, salty environment of the ocean have a very thick cell membrane which makes them tough, but it also makes them more resistant to antibiotics. So if you get an infection as a result of an underwater injury, it can sometimes require far more drastic antibiotic and surgical treatment than you would do if you had sustained the injury on land. Secondly, it's very important to realize that tetanus or lockjaw, which is an injury that we commonly associated with rusty nails or injuries that you get when you cut yourself on rusty or dirty objects, you can also get even from jellyfish stings, not even necessarily from a cut. So if you are likely to be working in an environment where you may sustain an injury, then make sure that your tetanus booster shots and vaccination are up to date so that you have that protection. And lastly, to answer the individual's question, in that they regularly work with anchors and various heavy machinery underwater, I would strongly recommend that you wear gloves. There are good leather gloves that can be worn underwater. Neoprene gloves are rather awkward, especially when needing to do delicate work. And I know the temptation is to take off the gloves, but find a way that you can have your gloves with you and slip them on when you will be doing any work that puts you at risk of injuring yourself while underwater. If you have an existing injury, there are ways in which you can cover it with a polyurethane film, but these generally work themselves loose unless they are covered and are held in place with the wetsuit or with some additional bandaging. But they're always a little bit awkward. The best thing is prevention is better than cure. So if you can, avoid injuring yourself. And if you do decide to go diving with an injury, then use an oil-based antibiotic ointment and apply it to the area because it's less likely to wash off while you are underwater. Generally, the oily-based antibiotic ointments are also stronger and contain iodine. So also make sure that you're not allergic to them. I hope that's answered your question, at least on broad strokes. And until next time, please do dive safely. And let us know if you like these frequently asked question episodes and subscribe to our channel. We love the feedback that we get from you and the questions as well.